Many of us learn in our backgrounds, whether they're through traditions of East or West, that we're flawed in some way, that we're flawed by original sin or some other kind of sin, or we're flawed by karma. And then we believe we need to make ourselves better. So we spend all of our lives looking at ourselves as flawed and that somehow we need to be fixed or purified. And then sometimes this plays itself out in different traditions too, saying that, well, the light of mind is pure and the appearances are less pure or they're impure and they need to be purified. However, the light of mind and what appears in mind, it's all mind and it's all pure. From the beginningless beginning, it's originally pure. So this is a great relief. It's really a great relief. There's nothing to do. And whatever appears is whatever appears. Whatever happens is whatever happens. There's no way to control that. The ultimate purification is just the resting essence of the mind as it is. That's the ultimate purification. When there's the attempt to come into the present moment, then there's a process of conceptualization and analysis about the present and about now. But the nature of the mind is that it's completely naked of everything. There is no now in the mind. There is no present in the mind. So the naked nature of the mind, it is timeless, which is the great time that includes time. So you see, there are two approaches that work for people everywhere and have throughout all of time. All of human history. And one is to just hear about the nature of mind and the certainty about that dawns. And the other is to rest as awareness for short moments, repeated many times until it becomes automatic, or a combination of the two. So it's very simple. It goes beyond anything the mind can think or do. These are just, it's easy. It's completely easy. It's important to just keep the focus on yourself, and whatever works for you is great. You know, whatever works for you is absolutely great. That's all that's important. But what works for you isn't necessarily the thing that is going to work for everyone. Do you see what I'm saying? We each have a sense of how and when and where to rest and what really works for us. There's no specific way to do it. But what's most important is the following, that we don't enter into a state whereby we're a witness that's watching appearances, including the present or now or rest or anything else. So to have a witness watching appearances is just another anomaly of thinking. It's not the clear light of wisdom. The clear light of wisdom is inseparable from the thoughts. It's seeing each moment perceptually wide open and complete and identical. So you see, that can't be thought about. It can't be made into anything, not even the here and now. Rest is beyond thinking. You know, it's completely beyond thinking. It's something that when we relax our body and mind completely, it's just relaxed. There's nothing to think about. Whatever appears, appears. It's just the dance and song of whatever happens. There's no need to have editorial comment on it. You know, like the editorial page in the newspaper where there's all the commentary on everything that's been written in the newspaper and other common popular events. There's just no need to comment. Whatever appears, appears, and it's transparent. It's completely transparent. But it isn't a witness watching those appearances. It's just the mind is that appearance itself. But there's no distraction by it. That's the real beauty of rest. It's completely beyond the need to conceptualize or analyze. The goal of scientific materialism is to explain and prove that things exist. And so, scientific materialism, we've been wrapped up in that as a human culture for a long time, and we get more and more wrapped up in it as time goes by. But remember what I described about the ever-receding horizon? This is a good description of science, isn't it? But science is the ever-receding horizon. It's like walking around the globe endlessly. And, but, there's a subtle assumption in scientific discovery that at some point we're going to have the ultimate scientific discoveries. And then in any era in which we live, there are those human beings who think this is the ultimate of what science can be. This is the ultimate of what science can do. We have finally achieved. But that quickly passes, and there's running after the receding horizon. When we know the naked mind as it is, the naked direct perception of the completely open mind in each moment, then we know the basis of all those things. We know the basic of all human knowledge. And the more familiar we are with that underlying basis of the mind, the more we can see all human knowledge clearly. So we not only can see all our own points of view that are appearing in our mind very clearly, but we can see all human knowledge clearly, whatever it might be. And we can play with all that human knowledge in a very adept way. So we can play with all that human knowledge in a way that is beyond the knowledge itself, rather than getting caught up in the knowledge and trying to prove things from within that knowledge itself. It's from the all-encompassing vantage that is beyond the knowledge, but yet has access to all of it, that wonderful things can come about. So you see, this is the juncture where we are right now, and this is very important. We're very limited currently in our ability to solve big human problems, big problems facing the earth. So we need to have more of our mind power behind those. And this is to talk about things in a very simple way that any human being can understand. We have to have more of the expansiveness of our mind power that includes all knowledge but is beyond it. Now, one of the interesting things about the all-encompassing mind of wisdom is that it does contain all knowledge, as inconceivable as that may seem to us, that just this mind that is concentrated here in the human body, it contains all knowledge, not just things we personally have learned, but all knowledge, past, present, and future. And the more familiar that we get with the basis of the mind, the more we can see that that's true. And then the more skill we have in using different knowledge bases that do occur, but using them in a really profound way, beyond anything that's ever been known. And no matter who we are, this applies to us. So, it doesn't mean that we have to get a new job, so to speak. It just means that whatever our passions are, or whatever we like about life and feel drawn to, that it's greatly exalted when we grow familiar with the nature of our mind.